Hello, everybody. So, before we begin with everything about Multiversus, I just want to let you all know that a new poll has been started. And, yeah, as you can see here are the options. The previous poll had these results. And yeah, everybody wanted everything about Multiversus. Second place was ranking every Sonic game ever, and third place was everything about Cuphead. The new options are a Video Game All-Stars movie that I'll just make myself, entirely myself. I swear it's gonna be long. Not like movie length, but production wise, yeah. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sell it for money. I'm just gonna put it out here to see what y'all need. Then we have ranking every builder roster by YouTuber Sorties Arcade. I don't know, I'm just kinda doing it for fun. You know, right here. Then we have everything about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So you can vote now by just going to my channel and then going to the community tab. So with that said, let's get into today's video. This is Multiversus, a free-to-play platform fighter starring Warner's greatest characters. From the likes of legends like Bugs Bunny to Rick to LeBron James. Yeah, I'll admit, the cast gets weird. So, with a battle pass, several events going on, missions to do, a store where you can spend your hard-earned cash on useless skins, and a career status. Huh. Let's talk about everything about Multiversus. And I swear this is gonna be long. Gameplay wise, it's basically just your standard platform fighter. You can move around, but there's only running. As you can tell, I'm just slightly moving the left stick and Shaggy's running. Yeah. You can jump. Double jump, of course. You can attack, specials, dodging, an interact button, which does nothing unless you're interacting with something. A D-pad for taunting. A right stick for attacks. And the bumpers, left and right bumpers, are used for your neutral special and neutral attack. So, like, you have four, there we go. You have four attacks. Your neutral attack, a side attack, which is usually a 1-2-3 combo, an up attack, and a down attack. But they're different in the air. Like, for example, Shaggy's neutral attack is a wind-up punch. But in the air, it's that little leg thing. Shaggy's side attack is his 3-hit combo. In the air, it's the knee. Anyways, even the specials are different. Like, for example, Shaggy's neutral special is the same regardless of where you are. It's just him charging up. But down special wise, he normally pulls out a sandwich they can throw. But in the air, he slams his fists on the ground. You can also dodge. Also, when your opponent hits an attack, when your opponent tries to attack you, you can dodge out of the way. And you can also do a new thing called parrying, which is essentially just like you neutral dodge at the exact moment that their attack hits. So we stun for a while, and you can just combo on. Anyways. But yeah, like, if you two are just, like, not attacking each other, or you're avoiding his attacks without even dodging, it'll give you the stop camping debuff, and it will drain your dodge meter unless you attack. Which actually helps out a lot. But, yeah. There's also perks. They have all kinds of perks. They have, like, main perks, which are just, like, the main perks that your character uses. All characters have a well-rounded perk, but specific characters have specific main perks. Like, for example, Shaggy has these two. All the rest, however, are just unique. This, and yeah. So, With that said, yeah, it's up to 4 players, and you just have to ring them out anywhere. Let's move on to the character. That was quick. Uh, so yeah, this game has 27 characters, I think. Yeah, 27. Agent Smith, Arya Stark, Banana Guard, Batman, Black Adam, I need to set them to defaults. Bugs Bunny, Finn the human, Garnet, Gizmo, Harley Quinn, Iron Giant. Oh, well, the fourth flag variant is gone, I guess. We'll talk about skins later. Iron Giant, as I say. Muddy Jake. Muddy Jake. Jake the dog. Sorry. Jason. LeBron James. Don't ask me why. Marvin the Martian. Marty. Rain Dog. Rick. Shaggy. Steven Universe. Stripe. Superman. There we go. The Tasmanian Devil, or just Taz. The Joker. Maybe I should prepare for this. The Joker. Tom and Jerry. Velma. I swear. And Wonder Woman. So yeah, each character is classified into one of 4 different classes. Bruisers, Assassins, Mages, and Tanks. Bruisers are just kind of good overall, but they lack in ranged options sometimes. Assassins deal a lot of damage and are really speedy, but can get wrung out easily. Mages have a lot of traps they can set up, but I don't believe they're the best defense-wise. And tanks can deal a lot of damage and can soak up a lot of damage, but they're usually the slowest. But they also have like tags of like where they're from, like Adventure Time, Scooby-Doo, Steven Universe, Gremlins, Space Jam, Friday the 13th, Looney Tunes, DC as a collective, Rick and Morty, Tom and Jerry, Game of Thrones, The Matrix, and The Iron Giant. And yeah, they also have other tags below that, such as like if the character comes from an animated show, then they have the animated tag. If they're not human, then they're labeled as non-human. But they are human, they're labeled with humans. If they have a heroic or villainous status, they'll be labeled with such. If they're an anti-hero like Harley, they'll just be labeled with both. And even some skins have like specific tags. Like for example, like the Toon Squad outfits for the Looney Tunes characters also have the sports attire tag. And also, some costumes are like crossover costumes, like they take 2 franchises, such as Toon Squad 96 Bugs taking Looney Tunes and Space Jam: A New Legacy. And Matrix Code skins that aren't Agent Smith take their respective franchises, like for example Friday the 13th, and mix them up with the Matrix as well. I think that's all. Oh yeah, they have like a specific detective status as well. Yeah, like Batman, the Scooby-Doo gang, yeah, they all have detective status. There are also account cosmetics. Things like all these banners you can get, all the profile icons you can customize yourself with. This one should be a meme. All the ring outs you can do. Like, when you get rung out, the unique thing about Multiversus is that you can have like specific ring outs. Like, for example, you're tired of just boring lights? Banana Guard. Are you still tired of boring lights? This. Are you still tired of boring lights? A dog. You also have announcer packs, which change the default announcer to like one of the characters that can speak, or even like a side character. Most common ones being BMO from Adventure Time, the Batman Who Laughs from DC, and Lady Rainicorn, also from Adventure Time. That's for the characters. Arya Stark, Harley Quinn, Garnet, Finn, Bugs, Black Adam, Batman, Iron Giant, Jake, LeBron James, Marvin, Shaggy, Steven, Superman, Taz, Velma, and Wonder Woman. And these are also the badges you can get. Like, all of these. A lot of these are just like wins. How many wins you have with a character. Like, for example, I have 135 Bugs Bunny wins. New to this is like how many bosses you defeat in the rifts, which we'll get to later. Then there's like all the ring outs you have with the characters. How many attacks you dodge. Oh boy. How many characters you maxed out on levels. Yeah. Also, there's this power inside badge that I can't really figure out. Can someone explain what the power inside means in Multiversus? As for the Battle Pass, I've already completed it, but allow me to reiterate all of the rewards you can get in the Battle Pass, because I completed it. Well, the Season 1 Battle Pass. There's only a week left to complete it. So you have Jason Voorhees, the character. Once a Crystal Gem banner from Steven Universe. The Queen of Calamity profile icon from DC. The Past Assault taunt. A gem booster for Rifts. 100 free Gleamium. The Velma Ringouts badge from Scooby-Doo. The Rick Ringouts badge from Rick and Morty. 400 fighter currency. The Wildfire Ringout from Game of Thrones. The Superman Ringouts badge from DC. The Chest Pound taunt for Finn from Adventure Time. The Amazon Defense LeBron skin from Space Jam New Legacy. The Marvin's Wardrobe banner from Looney Tunes. 500 fighter currency. The Jack of Carrots dog profile icon from Looney Tunes. 150 free Gleamium. 500 perk currency. Two-faced coin flip ring out from DC. The King of Shadows profile icon from DC. The Biker Stripe skin from Gremlins. The Spiritual Awakening ring out. Lightning Bolt taunt. 100 free Gleamium. The Arya Ringouts badge from Game of Thrones. The Black Adam Bolt from DC. The Gem Booster for Rifts. The Man of Tomorrow profile icon from DC. The Reading taunt from Scooby-Doo. A Gem Booster for Rifts. 500 fire currency. 1000 perk currency. A Gem Booster for Rifts. The Steven Ringouts badge from Steven Universe. The Comic 66 Ringout from DC. I specifically said DC because you just look at it. Does that remind you of a certain Caped Crusader? The From the Ashes banner from Game of Thrones. 500 fighter currency. The Matrix Code Jason Voorhees skin from Friday the 13th and The Matrix. See what I mean? 200 free Gleamium. The Split the Guard ring up. It's not playing. There we go. From Adventure Time. The Game of Thrones Astrolabe from Game of Thrones as a profile icon. The Tycoon Raindog skin, which is original, because Raindog is an original character created by the developers of this game, Player First Games. The Buff Nanner profile icon from Adventure Time. A Gem Booster for Rifts. Wonder Woman Ringouts badge from DC. Rainicorns and Rainbows ring out from Adventure Time. 700 fighter currency. The Clown Prince of Crime profile icon from DC. I just said the Clown Prince of Crime. The Clown Prince. 500 perk currency. Interpretville skin from Scooby-Doo. A Gem Booster from Rifts. The Toodlestock taunt from Looney Tunes for Bugs Bunny. 500 perk currency. The Money Jake skin from Adventure Time. The Moonwalk taunt for Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. The Morty Ringouts badge from Rick and Morty. The Ride the Wave taunt. The Black Adam Angry taunt from DC. 300 free Gleamium. The Iron Giant Ringouts badge. The Adventure Time profile icon from Adventure Time. a Tasmanian She-Devil skin from Looney Tunes, 700 fighter currency, a gem booster for Rifts, the Oracle's reading ring up, the new Fiend's profile icon from Friday the 13th. There should have been a crossover icon because it also has Val from Scooby-Doo. The Wedding Steven skin from Steven Universe, the Lurking Jason banner from Friday the 13th, so you can move around with the right stick, 300 free Gleamium, and the Uber Jason skin from Friday the 13th. And then this bonus rewards thing is just, you just get random rewards, like, whether it be, it's just like 50 either Gleamium, perk currency, or fighter currency. Moving on to events, these are like special things that you can do to like get rewards. For example, the Beat Rifts get Agent Smith free. It's like you get the not horror bosses. Chaotic bosses defeated, 600 per currency, 600 per currency, 800 per currency. The Error.MVS banner, the horror boss defeated badge, 150 fighter currency, 150 fighter currency, 200 fighter currency. The Inner Sights profile icon from the Matrix. Techno bosses defeated badge, 1,800 per currency, 2,000 per currency, 2,200 per currency. Excuse me. The Decompile ring out from the Matrix, 200 fire currency, 200 fire currency, the Matrix Code Superman skin, 300 fire currency, Agent Smith character, and if you pass that milestone, and since now you can play as him, well, feel free to test him out. 300 fire currency, Matrix Code Bugs Bunny, 300 fire currency, 300 fighter currency, Matrix Code Jake, 400 fire currency, 500 fire currency, Matrix Code Wonder Woman, 250 Gleamium, and the Matrix Code Agent Smith. Okay, that was a lot. Then there's a welcome back daily login. You get fighter currency, 200 Battle Pass XP, Com Squad Velma skin, 50 fighter currency, 100 fighter currency, 300 Battle Pass XP, 100 Gleamium, 500 Battle Pass XP, 250 fighter currency, 250 fighter currency, and Summer Break Superman. Now for the current one, the Age of Smith. These are like, this is a structured event where you like pass through missions to get 4 rewards. 250 Battle Pass XP, 750 Battle Pass XP, 600 fire currency, and a Matrix Code Iron Giant. Then there's the Top Dog Challenge, where you try and win matches to get to the top. Then there's also, like, a ton of these. There's these two, which are probably going to be, like, at the end of Season 1. You have a Season 1 finale blowout featuring the Summer LeBron, and Keep It Rolling Dog with fire currency. As for missions, the ones that are here to stay are daily missions and weekly missions. Daily missions refresh every day, and weekly missions refresh every Tuesday. And then there's, of course, the event missions. As for the store, you can, like, get special, bundles for Gleamium. You can get, these, more bundles. You can get daily deals on things. You can get a custom cart, which is, like, a custom bundle for, like, a specific character. You can get Gleamium. You see 450 Gleamium for $5, 1,000 Gleamium for $10, 2,200 Gleamium for $20, 6,000 Gleamium for $50, and 12,500 Gleamium for $100. Ain't no way I'm spending that much money on a game. Anyways, and you can also get 30 toasts for 50 Gleamium. There's also, like, specials. A prestige store, which you can get prestige currency by purchasing other cosmetics. And the more prestige currency you mount up to, the more things you can get. Like the Mad Cause You Singleton for Garnet, the Beach Bash Harley Quinn skin, a Burnt Toast taunt, the Ha 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 banner, the Shazam ring out, and the announcer pack and the skin from the Batman Who Laughs. And there's the fighter store where you can purchase fighters with either Gleamium or fighter currency. And then a Rift store where you can spend Gleamium to get XP. And then there's the career where you can just, like, change your cosmetics. You can see what rewards you get. You can see your most played character. For me, in this case, it's Shaggy. You can see how many wins you got. You can see how many ring outs you got. You can see your recent win rates for teams and ones. And you can see your recent matches and see if it's a win or a defeat. And looking at the ratios, I feel like it's more of a defeat. Anyways, you can invite your friends to do some 2v2s, and yeah, it feels like a good time to mention online play. Normal online play, you can do 2v2s, 1v1s, or free-for-alls. As for others, you can do training room, local play that's offline, or a custom game with your friends. And then a ranked mode that's coming soon. When are we getting ranked mode? The poster looks cool. And then there's also the news. Like all the new events, stuff, an advertisement for Discord. Pressing on the left stick, you can check your friends. And also see what kind of requests you got, what invites you sent. You see which friends you can get. You see which friends you can make. Once you see. Yeah, these are my Steam friends. Oh, and then there's also recent players. You know, the players that you play with. And then your Blocklist. Of course, I have no one. Pressing on the right stick will launch you immediately to get some stuff. And, yeah. I won't be going into, the status effects that you could get during gameplay, so, yeah, screw you. Anyways, now for the big one. Rifts. As you can see, there are 9 rifts to do. Multiversal Mayhem, Rift Detectives, Jason vs. Multiverse, Techno Terror, Surf's Up, Megalodog, Age of Smith, Triple Threat, and Tutorial Rift. The Tutorial Rift is pretty simple. It's just a tutorial, and there's a team up, and then you can move on. Multiversal Mayhem, meanwhile, is just you trying to fight Joker. You go through a bunch of nodes that sometimes have different things. Most of the time, you'll just be fighting them, and sometimes you have bonus nodes like shooting galleries, target breaks, balloons of treasure, jump rope, and then there's bosses. In Multiversal Mayhem, you'll be fighting against the Joker, and he'll be in his blimp as he throws stuff at you. Meanwhile, in Rift Detectives, they added Protect the Crystal, where you're in a tank and you're trying to shoot all these drones. Also, these gems, they have different properties. There are defense gems, attack gems, and utility gems. Yeah, they have different things. You can kind of and there are 3 types: digital, chaos, and horror. And if you have one, it will appeal to the respective match. So anyways, the boss here is Stripe. You're trying to kill the main Stripe, as there will be eggs that hatch and smaller Stripes will show up. As for Jason vs. Multiverse, it's kind of just you trying to beat up Jason. There's also this retro horror thing, but it just hurts my eyes. And the final one is, and the boss is Jason Voorhees. The behind you thing means that he's gonna, oh yeah, there's mutators. The mutators are just the special effects that will be going on through the battle. So this is behind you, which means that Jason will spam his side special, Misstep. And sometimes he'll get a shield and you'll have to break the crystals. As for Techno Terror, you'll just be beating up these things. And then you'll end up trying to beat up a giant robot that's trying to smack you around. Then Surf's Up You're just doing things like playing volleyball, that. And the final boss is a giant watermelon seaman. Alright. Then the Megalodog. You just fight a bunch of characters who have that shark leaf thing going on. The final boss is the Megalodog out of Rain Dog, but he's like, you know, he's acting like a shark. Then the Age of Smith Rift is where it's kind of like the Techno Tower Rift, but instead of fighting against a giant robot, you're fighting up against Agent Smith himself. And the Skull. And then Triple Threat is where you'll be going up against everything. From the Stripe Leader to the Watermelon Steven to the Megalodog to the Undying Shield Jason to Agent Smith to the giant robot to the Joker, and then Triple Threat where first you take on Agent Smith and Jason, and once they're all KO'd, you then take on the Joker. And then the tutorial rift. So what's remaining? I don't know. Here are the gems that I have. You know what? Let me go to Rift Detectives, because that one has this. So the Chaos Gems, tiny enemy projectiles, where there's a chance your enemy's projectiles are tiny. Auto dodge, where you have a chance to automatically dodge attacks. Reverse gears, where if you dodge with a full meter, you reverse all projectiles, kind of like Marvin's neutral special. Attack, you have critical hits. There's a chance that your attacks deal more damage. The I would grab the wrong umbrella, where if you hit the enemy, it'll have a chance to inflict bubble, confetti, ice, or tasty on the enemy. And giant projectiles means that your projectiles will be larger. As for utility, you have auto reflect, where you can automatically reflect one projectile, and you have to deal a certain amount of damage to recharge. The float, an idea where after using all your aerial specials, you make the Joker's balloon. The max is 2. Then there's Two-Face Coin, where you'll have a 50-50 chance for 220% attack and defense, or no bonus at all. As for digital, there's Dodgy Lightning Strike, where if you dodge with a full meter, you can create Black Adam's Lightning Strike. Dodgy Shoes Protection, where if you dodge with full meter, you create Black Adam's Shoes Protection. Dodgy Power Crystal, where if you dodge with full meter, you create Rain Dog's Power Crystal. Dodgy Power Zone, where if you dodge with full meter, you create Garnet's Power Zone. Yeah, so these are just kind of creating other characters' attacks. As for attack, you got Taunt after KO, where if you taunt after an enemy ring up, you can get a damage boost. Shocking Shock, where if you hit an enemy, you have a 15% chance to shock them. First Blood, where if you hit first, you can get Enraged buff. And Stacked Carpet, where if you run for a certain amount of seconds, you can get Electrified. In a good way. And then utility. Bubble Burst, where your buddy bubble, whenever you're teaming up with someone, is 50% easier to pop. Wings, where you get an extra jump. Payback Armature, where you gain armatures for 7.5 seconds. On respawn. And that's it. As for horror gems, you have Runaway, where you get more dodge distance. Found Footage, where you have a chance to not bounce on your head. So essentially, you can't flinch. They're Gone, where when you dodge with full meter, you create Batman Smoke Bomb. Meanwhile, for attack, you have Frozen with Fear, where if you hit an enemy, you have a chance to ice them. The Road Will, where if you hit the enemy, you have a chance to empty their dodge meter completely. Out of Ammo, where if you hit an enemy, you have a chance to put one of their abilities on cooldown. If you hit, then Jump Scare is giving you more attack in the air. As for utility, Share the Pain, where if you have a status effect, your attacks give your status effect to your opponents. Bandage is where if you eat, it's where each time you respawn, you start with 22 gray health, which is where you won't flinch because you have like extra armor on. Armor, meanwhile, is like if you don't flinch, but you still take damage, so it's even worse. Uh, I think that should be it. Yeah, there's daily rewards. You can invite a friend to join in with the rifts. And I think that should be it. Oh, right. I made an entire video dedicated to these. Well, what better way to just do a follow-up video? Right here. But first, let's go over... let's just go over the new skins. So obviously we have Agent Smith, and all of these guys, a Shark Hat and Tooniverse skin. In the trailers, we have seen a sort of cyborg Agent Smith skin. We sort of seen like a cyborg Agent Smith skin. I feel like it's from somewhere. I feel like it's from one of the Matrix movies. And it's obviously the Matrix Code skin from that event. It's like a... yeah, all the Shark Hats, Shark Week stuff is like from something by the Discovery Channel, I think. Then Arya Stark, you have a Summer Vacay Arya, which is just an original. A Water Dancer skin I mentioned earlier. A Friday the 13th skin, where it's just everybody wearing Friday the 13th masks. The Matrix Code skin, and Shark Week. Banana Guard has gotten his Shark Hat skin added, and his Tooniverse skin has been added back, meaning that everyone has a Tooniverse all. Batman has a Shark Week skin and the Matrix Code skin. Look at it. Black Adam has his Matrix Code and Shark Hat skins. Bugs Bunny didn't get either a Shark... Bugs Bunny didn't get a Shark Hat skin, but he did get a Matrix Code skin. And Finn has the Matrix Code and Shark Hat. Garnet, I think we did talk about Beach Party Garnet. I thought that said Beach Volleyball. Weird. I remember it saying Beach Volleyball and it said Beach Party. Weird. Then we have Matrix Code Garnet and Shark Hat Garnet. Gizmo hasn't changed much outside of Matrix Code and Shark Hat. Harley hasn't changed much, but there was... I think we talked about Friday the 13th. But there was like a skin you could get for the 4th of July, and it was basically Beach Bash Harley, but with like red, white, and blue all over. As for Iron Giant, you just have like the Shark Hat Iron Giant. Jake obviously has a Shark Hat. Jason, nothing new. Not even a Shark Hat. That would have been funny. LeBron has his Matrix Code skin and Shark Hat. Marvin, like all the others, has a Matrix Code and Shark Hat skin. Again, Mori has a Matrix Code and Shark Hat skin. Rain Dog has had the Megalodog skin. It is the Megalodog, you know, that boss from the Megalodog riff. But he's also had Matrix Code and just a regular Shark Hat. Same thing with Rick, he's had Matrix Code and Shark Hat. And also Shaq. Nah, Shaggy's missing the Shark Hat. But he does have Matrix Code. And Steve has a Shark Hat, but interestingly, in the select icon, he has a blue shirt on. But on the actual in-game model, it's just the default costume, but with a Shark Hat. Then Stripe, of course, has his Matrix Code and Shark Hat outfits. Same deal with Superman. He has the Matrix Code in the events and Shark Hat over here. Same thing going on with Taz. And the Joker, he also has Friday the 13th. Tom and Jerry have shark hats and Matrix code, but like again, the shark hat picture is incorrect because it shows them wearing glasses, but the actual model just has them wearing cute little shark hats. Velma has the shark hat in Matrix code and a summer outfit. Okay, that one says beach volleyball. But if you look over here, this one says beach party. Can you stick with similar themings? And finally, Wonder Woman has, I think she had a Matrix code outfit, but she has a summer shark hat. Let me see. Yeah, Matrix code. So there. That is everything about Multiverse. Let me see. So anything else I missed? Right. The stages. I knew I never missed the stages. Alright, here we go. Quick rundown of the stages. Batcave from DC. It's got that one platform in the middle, and you can hit the cars, and they'll go away. Treefort from Adventure Time. You got like 2 platforms, and then you can hit the trees, and you'll die. Treefort 2 is the same, except the top one is removed. Trophy's Edge 2v2. Trophy's Edge has 2 versions. Trophy's Edge 1 just has like those moving platforms. And then Trophy's Edge 2 has a gap in the middle. Scooby's Haunted Mansion is kind of like Mishima Dojo from Smash Bros. Where you can break the walls and then you can bring out people. But you can also bring out people from the roof. There's also like these 2 platforms, and you just like hit them, and then you can just hit the levers, and then they'll go away. There's a version that has no roof. Then there's the throne room where after a while the platforms start falling, and you're just left on this one solid brick until they eventually rise up again. Chromulons is the same deal as Treefort, well, specifically Treefort 2, except the bottom you can just walk under. The court has 2 special gimmicks. First, the basketball, you can dunk it, but it exposes a burst radius that if your opponent is near it, they can get launched. And also there are 3 power-ups. Speed, jump, and power. Speed makes you move faster, jump increases your jump height, and power makes your attacks deal more damage. The court 2 is the same deal, except the hoops move up and down, and there are pits. Sky Arena and Sky Arena, no platforms are the same. They're just like kind of the default thing for this game. The city of Townfield has Mojo Jojo running around and is flying sauce. So he'll either fire bombs at you, shoot a laser, pull out a magnet that pulls you into him. Check out the Crystal of Anubis, and if you stand in it near enough, the projectiles will turn you into a rain dog. Like if you use a platform, but then you can also attack him, meaning that he'll also crash onto the Townsville City Hall. And once you hit him 3 times, then he's not gonna spawn anymore. Then there's 2 versions of Dexter's Laboratory that are completely different. Unlike just getting an aesthetic change, these 2 are completely different. Dexter's Laboratory 1 is like a moving through an obstacle course. And some buttons can change the direction where it moves. And the second one is like Sky Arena with platforms, it's competitive tailored. And then there's the training room and such. But yeah, that is it, I think. Covered the Battle Pass, we covered all the events, all the missions, stores, the careers, your friends. Oh yeah, settings. Oh, there's a glossary. I forgot there was a glossary. So, yeah, I kind of just had to snip it all out because there's an option where you can view all your personal information, but I don't think I want to show that on YouTube. So, yeah, so here I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the glossary and the settings. The glossary is where you can view all the gameplay aspects, gameplay in general, and all the currency, like the stuff you can get and the stuff you use to get stuff. The other thing is the settings, like you can change all your controls, the interface to your liking, all the sound stuff. You can turn on mature language, and yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, as a reminder, the poll options are a video game all-stars movie fan film made just by me, ranking every build roster by YouTuber Thorgy's Arcade, and like I'll include like the playlist so you can check out the build rosters for yourself, because they are good. And finally, everything about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So yeah, just reminder that you can go to the community tab and vote. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what your favorite Multiversus, here's a cool one, fighter is, and then just turn on all notifications. And yeah, I'll see you next time. So if you want to check out the other everything about videos I made, here's the playlist. And as for Thorgy's Arcade build the rosters, yeah, I'll be throwing it up there too, because you know what else am I supposed to do? Bye. This is an awkward pause. I'll just end it right here.